Hi, this is Marv from Pods Like Us, and I thought that I would just pop on to suggest some storytelling Christmas podcast for your listening pleasure. First up is a version of the classic A Christmas Carol, of which there are quite a few. I intend on listening to some of the others, but this time I'm speaking of the one by the production company known as The Merry Beggars. It is well produced with great sound effects, voice acting and well adapted, with some bits added in that fit well for a story based around that time in history. It's a superb audio drama, and each episode is around 8 to 12 minutes long. Secondly is Christmas Stories Daily from the network known as Soul Good. Now, their logo actually says Christmas Every Day, which I don't understand because that's not the title, but the quality of the narration is so good. They include full stories, poems, snippets from books, and other great literature from the likes of Charles Dickens, L. Frank Baum, and so many other top writers, as well as writers that you may not have heard of. Third is a great new limited series entitled 12 Ghosts. Created by Aaron Mankey from Lore and the Cabinet of Curiosities, this audio drama continues the long tradition of ghost stories over Christmas, with the bit in this being that 11 travellers have all arrived at an inn in the forest on Christmas Eve, where they then recount each other's stories. The great actor Malcolm McDowell is the voice of the innkeeper, and of course that means that the quality is absolutely stunning in every way. Production, writing, voice acting of course, and every other way possible. Fourth is a show called Elf Control. It started in 2019, and each year on the run up to Christmas Eve, they've released a story about elves at the North Pole working for Santa Claus. And the stories are 10 episodes per year, but I would actually suggest that adults listen to the show first before deciding whether or not their children should also listen. It's a bit risque, possibly, with great voices, sound, gags, and really good dialogue. Last but certainly not least, I would suggest the latest short story episode of the Chronicles of Wild Hollow by the production team of Shouting is Funny. In this short story called Salami Saves Christmas, the penguin pirate Salami, voiced by the wonderful Alice Mayer, decides that her crewmates need perking up and does what she can to give them a wonderful Christmas time. I got a Paul McCartney pun in there, did you notice? As always, the writing and voice acting is spot on, alongside the songs, sound, and overall feel of the piece. As I've told them before, it's got a very classic, almost Muppet style to the whole thing. Anyway, continue to watch the Pods Like Us feed just in case, as I might actually suggest more for your festive enjoyment. You can of course find me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok and Facebook just by looking for Pods Like Us, and you can contact the show through podslikeus@gmail.com. Anyway, thank you all for listening. I hope you have a Merry Christmas and a really happy New Year. Take care.